All right, guys. So for this week, we're going to begin a 2-week look into communication. Now, a lot of this information was taken from sources that were more approached the subject more managerially from a manager's perspective and not on the leadership perspective. Now, we know that management and leadership cross over quite a bit, right? And I personally feel that learning the skills to be an effective communicator and listener is very important to a leader's example. And most of you know by now that setting an example, in my opinion on setting an example is that it's one of the most important things about being a leader. Okay. And we could have all those other things, but just not communicate well. And quite frankly, we wouldn't, right? We wouldn't be effective in many parts of leadership if we just didn't communicate, because part of communicating is caring, right? A poor communicator doesn't care whether or not he or she gets their point across. A good leader cares, so then a good leader must communicate well. Bottom line, right? So it's all going full circle here. So there is no lengthy video. However, I have a 24 slideshow that I will put audio on, that I have put audio on. And I don't know, it shouldn't take you too long to go through it, but there's some good information in there. And again, it's more managerial. But I believe that learning the ins and outs of communication is vital to a leader's example. So there you go. There's one thing that I want to really hit home here, and a lot of people have differences of opinions on this. And I'm going to say, because I'm the teacher, that this is my opinion, and this is what I want you to think about. What I want to portray this class for you to receive as very important key of communication. All right. Communication is the response, or successful communication, Successful communication is the responsibility of the communicator, not the communicatee. Now, yes, if we have someone who continually, a communicatee, someone we speak to, someone we communicate to, continuously gaffes off our communication, that purposely doesn't pay attention or just not capable or whatever, then there's an issue you need to deal with. But primarily, it's still your responsibility as a leader. If you have someone you can't that doesn't communicate well or doesn't listen well, you have to find ways to communicate that person, or you get rid of him or her. Okay, so it's all part of leadership. But again, I feel it's most important to really wrap your mind around successful communication is the responsibility of the communicator, not the communicatee. It's the responsibility of the leader, not the follower. Okay? Now, what does that mean? It means that we cannot sit there and, when things go to crap, blame the people that that work under us and say, well, they should have done this. I told them to do that. How did you tell them? You weren't effective in how you told them. Again, there are times where you can be as effective as you want to be, and people are people. But you need to approach problems like that from that perspective. Did I do everything I could to communicate to that person? What can I do better? All right? Because everybody's different. All right? So watch or go through the slideshow and listen to my comments. This is a good topic. It's a little less, I don't know, touchy-feely, kumbaya leadership, and more mechanics, day-to-day stuff. So, all right. I'll see you later.